Good morning, class 9. As you all know that due to this coronavirus, we all are at home. But you should know that learning should go on. And I'm trying to give you the first chapter in very simple way so that you can study at home. So first chapter, as you know, if you'll open your book, you'll get India, size and location. I've tried to make in a chart paper the map to explain you, because without map you know that you cannot learn geography. So as you find, this is the outline map of India, and we know that there are 28 states now. Earlier it was 29, but Jammu and Kashmir has been made into union territories now in two. It is divided into two. So now 28 states. As you find in the map of India, I am showing you here. As I have already given you the home assignment, in which you have to make all the states with different colors and write their names and capitals. Also the union territories and its capitals in your notebook, that is copy. And that you will bring after reopening of the school. But now you can learn about something about size and location. As you know that India is 7th largest country in the world, and with that it is having its territory, that is 3.28 million square kilometer. That is 3.28 million square kilometer. As we know that India is divided by a important latitude, and that latitude, as I am marking here, if it is visible it will be good for you. Marking here with a dotted, and that is 23.5 degree east. No, sorry, 23.5 degree north. Not east, it is north. So I am writing here 23.5 degree north. And this only divides India into two halves. And with these two halves, the south of Tropic of Cancer, this is the important latitude that divides India into two halves, that we call as Tropic of Cancer, and it is the southern part, we call it as a tropical region, and north of it is called subtropical region. So if you will find on the globe, which I am just trying to make it in important latitudes are 0 degree, that is equator, 23.5 degree north, that is Tropic of Cancer, 66.5 degree north, that is Arctic Circle. You might have studied in your junior classes, especially in class 7. You have to remember all the basic thing what you have studied in class 7. Now this is in the southern hemisphere. This important tropic, that is 23.5 degree south, and 66.5 degree south, 90 degrees south. So these are the important latitudes. We should know that latitude is an imaginary line which runs from east to west. It is imaginary, it is not drawn on the earth. So you have to remember it is imaginary, and if you will find the location of India on the world or on the globe, you will find Tropic of Cancer is dividing India into two halves, and if you will find here Tropic of Cancer, so if you will find India is lying roughly in this area. So we can say that India lies mainly in this we call as a tropical region. So India lies in the tropical region. And tropical region means it remains warm throughout the year. This is only called tropical because the apparent position of the sun remains from Tropic of Cancer to Tropic of Capricorn. So you should remember that India lies in the tropical region. So that in the beginning I have told you, tropical region south of the Tropic of Cancer, north of it is called as subtropical region. But we also know that India is having the mountains in the north. What I am showing you here, mountains in the north, you might have studied in class 6 the physical features. The Himalayas is there. This whole area is Himalayas, and that gives the tropical touch to India. This is the reason that India is called as tropical region. And if you find here also, just I am showing you, roughly I am just making the map. If it is visible, it is good. If you will find this, again I have made the half of India, the south of India, that is south of Tropic of Cancer. And here if you will find 0 degree equator, and here 23.5 degree north. This area we call as tropical region. This area we call as tropical region, which remains warm throughout the year. Now you will find that India is called as peninsula. So what is peninsula? So we will find peninsula means a land surrounded by water from 3 sides. Are you getting from the map? 3 sides. So just if you find on this map, India is lying having 3 water bodies. These 2 water bodies is the part of Indian Ocean only, but it is named separately. That one is Arabian Sea, one is Arabian Sea on its left, on its right you will find Bay of Bengal. On its down part you will find Indian Ocean. And we know that after India only, this country, this ocean is named, that we call Indian Ocean. You should also know the other ocean of the world, and the other ocean of the world, as we know, the Pacific, Atlantic, Indian Ocean, Arctic Ocean and Antarctic Ocean, which is the part of Atlantic or Indian or Pacific that we call as Antarctic Ocean. So when we say this part, now you will find here, just I have drawn here as a map you are knowing, so you should know the concept of map also. Any map, if you will find always the north will be towards the top. If you are knowing north, you can know the south. To the right, we will find east. To the left, we will find west. These are the four important directions. Now, you will find if we will make this way between north and east, that we call northeast. Now I am trying to give you the direction of India. According to this direction, you should remember India's direction. Now this will be southeast. These are called intermediate direction or sub-direction. You will find southwest. This is southwest. This part between north and west, this is called northwest. Why I am showing you the direction? If you know India, in many chapters it will come northwest part of India, southern part of India, western part of India, northeast of India. You might be knowing that in northeast of India, that is this part. This part we call as northeast of India. If we divide this in this way, it will come northeast. If we divide in the same way what I have made here direction, if we divide India into the same way, you will get all the direction. And this we call as northeast. And you should know that the northeast, there are 7 states. And they are called as 7 sisters. They are called as 7 sisters. Now together we know that India is having 2 island groups. One is lying in the Arabian Sea. That we call as, in this part, just I am trying to show you, off the coast of Kerala, we are having Lakshadweep Island. That is lying in the Arabian Sea. One is in the right of it, which are having more in numbers, and that we call, this part, we call Andaman and Nicobar Island. Which are more in number, and they are also called as volcanic island, because you all should know that here we find a volcano in Barren Island. So these are called volcanic islands. And this Lakshadweep, which is lying off the coast of Kerala, that is lying in the Arabian Sea. This is also termed as, do you know what we call? We call it as a coral islands. These are also called as coral islands. Corals are coral polyps. They are microscopic sea animal, very small. And they are mainly, it is said that they are made up of corals. That's why it is termed as coral island. So please remember this much about the India, how it is divided by important latitudes, that is Tropic of Cancer. If you remember, I am repeating Tropic of Cancer, that is 23.5 degree. That I am writing here for you. Tropic of Cancer. So it is divided by this. The south of it is, again I am repeating, it is known as tropical region. North of it is called subtropical region. So at least if you know this much, and where India lies on the globe. So in that way India lies mainly in the tropical region. And how it is having the different countries which are in the different parts. So just roughly, just I am showing you. This part in the northwest, if I have just now, I told you about the direction, northwest is Pakistan. This in the north we call it Nepal. Northeast we are having Bhutan. East we are having Bangladesh. And at the center, India. So together, which is lying together, we call it as an Indian subcontinent. As in Sri Lanka is also there, but it is off the mainland. But with the mainland, what it is joined together, we call it as a Indian subcontinent. So this much you remember, and this I will continue in the next class again. Thank you.